In this video, we will go over how to assemble or go over the first part of the assembly of the selfie stick. At this point, you should have your selfie stick assignment project set up. Make sure that this green check mark is checked before you begin. To double check to make sure everything's working, click the open button, and you should be able to see all of your selfie stick parts almost right away. Or you might have to click on a folder that says Selfie Stick Project 2.1.3 to see them as well. But as long as you can see those parts, you're good to go. All right, so to actually start the assembly, you're going to go to New, and you're going to start a new assembly, standard.iam, create. Now, before we do anything, let's go ahead and save this so that it will start saving. And we are going to call this last name. So my last name is Babaraki. First name, my first name is Daniel. And then selfie stick assembly. Go ahead and save that. All right, now we can save as we go. What you're going to do is you're going to go to place, and you should be able to find all of your selfie stick parts. Let's go ahead and start out with the bottom shoe, or the shoe bottom. Go ahead and get this into a 3D view. We're going to place that guy down, tap escape to stop putting those down. And then we're going to also place down the, where'd you go, stick adapter, and escape to be done. So as you can see, these two things are going to go into each other like that. And let me go ahead and show you. I will pass this out in class. Here's a schematic of how it's supposed to be put together. We can see that bottom piece, this top piece, and all of these just click together. I'm going to have this over here. I have it printed out next to me so that I can refer to it while I'm putting this together. First thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use the constrain button. And we're going to use this constrain button quite a bit. And I'm going to mate, make sure I have the mate function enabled, make sure it's highlighted in blue. And we have not done this before, but you're going to go ahead and put your mouse over this hole so that you can see this green line. You can see that axis going all the way through. When you see that green axis, click on it, and now it should be blue. And we're going to come over here and click on the axis going through this hole as well. Oops. And there we go. Hit apply. And now you can see that those two holes are lined up. Now what we're going to do is we are going to mate this surface right here. You can see that green arrow popping out there to this surface right here. And hit apply, close out of that. Let's go back home, just double check, make sure everything's looking good. And does it spin and turn? It sure does. It's looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. All right, next part, what we're going to do, let's go ahead and get that handle on there. Rotate this around. Let's go ahead and place down. I'm going to put down both of these at the same time. So I'm just going to hold down Control on my keyboard and then click each one that I want. So now stick bottom and stick top are both selected at the same time. Hit open. Now I can put both of them down at the same time. Click and escape. Alrighty, so now we're going to take this skinny one, and we can see this little peg right there, and he's going to go into that hole. So because it's a peg going into a hole, this time we can use the insert command. And we're going to go ahead and insert the top of this hole all the way to the bottom of this peg. There we go, inserted. And then we are going to go ahead and take this, and with a selfie stick, these are going to, oops, go ahead and cancel that. With a regular selfie stick, this is going to be able to slide back and forth to extend. So we're not going to use insert, we're going to use the mate button again. We are going to mate, see that center line pop up, we can spin it around, you can see that a little better. We're going to mate that to the center line here and apply. Perfect, now this can slide back and forth. It does go off, but we will fix that in just a bit. The next one that you're going to do, let's go back to the top here. We have this guy right here. He's looking pretty good, but we do still have some other parts here. Scroll down. We have something called the shoe and the shoe top, and then we need to put a bolt in it to hold it all together. Let's work on that. I'm going to go ahead and place down the shoe bottom. We already have that. Let's go ahead and put down the shoe. And then I'm also going to place down the shoe top and escape to stop. Alrighty, so let's work on these two first. I'm going to go ahead and constrain. And I'm going to go ahead and insert, because it's a peg into a hole, I'm going to insert the bottom of the peg. Spin around a little bit. So the bottom of the peg to this part of the hole here. Should insert perfectly. Yes, that looks good. Apply. And drag this over here. And now we just want to glue this to the top, or constrain to the top. We're going to go ahead and constrain, and I'm going to mate this bottom of the shoe to this top right here. Spin that around so you can see it. So the bottom here to the top here. Apply. Move that over a little bit. There we go. And now what we're going to do is do a couple flushes. We're going to flush the top of this to the top here. And we are going to flush the side here to the side here. Apply. And we're looking pretty good. Next step, we're going to go ahead and place down, where'd you go? Not the screw. Phone holder bottom and phone holder top. So I'm going to go ahead and put down this bottom piece here. I'm also going to place down the top at the same time, because why not? I'll just put it over here for now. Okay, so let's go ahead, and if you look at the bottom of this, there's a hole. So we have a peg and a hole system here. Let's go ahead and do some inserts. So constrain, insert, and we are going to do the inside of this hole. Go ahead to the inside. You're going to have to zoom around a little bit so you can see the inside of that hole. There's the inside of the hole, or the deepest part.
Remember to come to the library during your class to pick up your camera. Thank you.
Sorry about that. We had an announcement. So again, insert. Make sure that you insert the deepest part of that hole to the top of this peg. Hit apply. Looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and click and drag, spin that guy around. And then we're going to take this phone holder top. We're going to hit constrain. And this time around, we're going to use the mates on the axes again. And let's see here. This is going to be pointing upwards. That means this side is going to be on this side. So we're going to go ahead and mate this line to this line here. He's going to look a little funky. He's going to be backwards. That's okay. Click this button instead. We'll flip around, hit apply. And looking pretty good. We can twist them around into the correct position. And we're going to go ahead and constrain, mate. We're going to mate here and here. Apply. All right, the next video will show you how to make these bend in appropriate ways so that they obey the laws of physics and don't pass through each other or become disconnected. Make sure that you save your progress. You can either do Control S on your keyboard, you can click this save icon up here, or you can go File, Save, so that your progress is saved. All right, best of luck on the next one.